Hey guys, how's it going? Today is Spirit Day. We have Color Wars. I have my white for freshmen, black for seniors. Black for sophomores, blue for juniors, red for seniors. So I am transforming the classroom. I started already moving it around. We're having our Friendsgiving today. I brought my comal tortillas and cheese, picked up some tacos for some kids. So today we're going to have our Thanksgiving team building, and we're going to talk a little bit about sharing and food and how you don't really, like, if someone doesn't bring something you don't get to eat. They kind of have that mentality. We talk about that and how we don't do that with food. You know, if you're going to bring something, it's because you're going to share with everybody, regardless if you like the person or if you don't, or if, you know, putting your differences aside to just come together for a day. Not even a day, like 45 minutes, right? So we talk about that and the work environment in a salon, how sometimes you will not like or get along with a stylist that's in the salon, and you still have to work together. And then we're gonna talk about the planning, how we started this like 2 weeks ago, and the planning progress and how they need to work together to have a plan to have a successful event. So the team building stuff behind the whole reason why we do it. And then always, you know, we have it for 4 years, so we need to build camaraderie. And so this is definitely part of it. So I am doing the tables. I already sanitized them. I'm gonna cover them, and I've got some like little fall leaves and stuff. They wanted to watch movies, so I pushed the TV back. And then I'm gonna put the food in the middle and cover that up as well. So just wanted to share that day with you today. It's just gonna, oh, we have the lunch party today, so I'll take you along for that as well. It's a busy morning. All right, catch you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, how's it going? I love doing that swirl thing. Okay, I am waiting on some students to come so I can figure something out for what they wanted to do meal-wise. Okay, so I went ahead, and I know a lot of times you're like food and stuff, you're not supposed to have all that stuff. So yesterday I sanitized, like literally I spray sanitized. I actually had to go ask for a second bottle of spray because I ran out. Spray sanitized everything, swept, put everything on the back counters so nothing is like, you know, back there or whatnot. Sanitized the chairs and the tables, and then I let that sit for a while, and then I wiped them all down. Y'all, they were pretty dirty. Just gonna say. I think they like spray them, but I don't think I like wipe down. Yeah, at one point I was like, oh, okay, I need to put some gloves on because it's just, you know, because I went ahead and like I wiped down like the bottom and the like the legs of the chairs. I just kind of got in a cleaning mood, and so that part obviously they don't clean, obviously. So yeah. Anyway, so it was good. Kind of felt good. I feel like it's clean, squeaky clean. So went ahead and put the table in the middle and have the little art stuff and things of the sort. Now, all right. So a few reasons, and I probably have already said this, but let me kind of go back to it. And then share with you the conversation that I have with the students about this. So I tell the students that, you know, I do this, and I tell them, okay, it's Friendsgiving. So Christmas, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Valentine, we do a little something for the class. It's a team building. We're here for 4 years. You have to build that camaraderie. Another thing is that we work in our industry every single day except for New Year's Day, Labor Day, Memorial Day, Thanksgiving Day, and Christmas Day. You get 5 days off of the year. Other than that, sweetheart, you're working. That's our career. That's our job. That's our life in our industry. People want to look good in these days, and there's some people that work on those days. Okay, those are just like the typical, you know, off days. And they're the busiest days, and so a lot of times the students think, oh, let's have a party or a gathering or something the day of or the day before, and I'm like, no. In a salon, you cannot have a party, and if you own a salon, you can't throw a party for your employees on Christmas Eve. because you're working on Christmas Eve. That's when your clients are trying to get in last minute, trying to get themselves done. You got to do your Christmas party the first week of Christmas, or even do it in November, right? Isn't that true? So I try to train them and teach them that, like, when you're doing events like this, you can't think of yourself and what you want, because when you run a salon, it's not about you, it's about the client and making sure that they're happy when they're leaving the salon. You do your salon events and salon gatherings and salon team building and stuff when it's not peak time. Do it on a Monday when your salon is dead or closed. Don't do it on a Friday or Saturday when it's the busiest day of the week. And so I try to train them with that. So we didn't get to do it last year, so it's the first time since before the pandemic that we actually had a gathering and open the door and keep your mask on as much as possible, like we tried to do, and keep as much of all of that as I possibly could. It worked out really good. I played the Greatest Showman, which has all the hair and the makeup, and we talked about that, so that was great. And then you get to finish it because I only have them for 45 minutes by the time they get in and they serve themselves, and we have this little chit chat. It's like 15 minutes of watching it, but they got to watch it a little bit. And every day, honestly, I teach bell to bell every day, unless if they're working on a project, which they're come in, set up, get started, hurry up, clean up, you have 5 minutes to leave, right? They work every day. I literally give them one day in Thanksgiving, one day at Christmas, and one day at Valentine, February, and one day at the end of the school year to do nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing like skill related. We're doing soft skills, team building, camaraderie type of stuff, but we're not doing any hands-on. 4 days out of the whole school year. We have 37 weeks. I have them for 37 weeks, right? And so I feel like that's fair to them, to give them those 4 days. I only have them 45 minutes, so I'm not taking away a lot of instruction time, right? And that's not we're not on the clock, there's not instruction hour time, that's not nothing of that sort, okay? So that is something that we're able to do. We've got a student coming in. Sorry, a second. Okay, several students come in and then they left, and they come in and they left, and I'm like, it's okay. So I forgot what I was talking about, or where I was at, but I encourage you guys to do some kind of team building activity that the students are going to look forward to. Y'all, 0 students were absent this morning. 0. Everybody was here. Of course you're going to be here, right? So that kind of makes me, and I noticed that, and that kind of made me remember, not that I don't know, but it made me remember, if the students have something to look forward to, they're going to show up. I know that. I've known that. But now I remember that. Oh, I remember. Yeah, that's right. When there was something that I was looking forward to at school, I would show up to school. I mean, now we had perfect attendance, but just you show up. And so it's kind of a reminder of, hey, check yourself, check my lessons, or how are my lessons, up to par? Are they exciting? Is it bookwork again? I mean, obviously we're gonna have the bookwork, but is it like boring bookwork, or do I make it exciting, or do I make it, there's those chapters that there's like not much you can do with them, but there's always a different form of delivery, right? I don't always have to stand in front of the classroom and read the PowerPoint to the student. There's always a different form of delivery. And so at TIVA conference in January here in Houston, that's what the officers are working on, is putting together some strategies to help help teachers, deliver that information in different ways, and have exciting lessons and things of the sort. So the Friendsgiving, another thing, just kind of watch how the students organize it, who gets left out, what cliquey groups there are, and then now, like in the morning, I saw the cliquey groups. And then I saw the greedy students that kind of like, well, she didn't bring anything, so I'm not going to share, right? And so I also talk about, like, hey, look, you don't do that with food. If you're going to bring something, it's because you're ready to share with anybody. Doesn't matter who it is. It's not your food anymore. It's everyone's food. So I teach them that. And so then I pay attention to the cliques. And then when we come back for between the Thanksgiving and the Christmas break, then I will move the seating arrangement, and then the cliquey people, I will put them with the non-cliquey, and then now we have new groups. right? So sometimes it's hard as a teacher to like pay attention to all of these things around you, or sometimes you know all of these things, but there's like so much going on that you just completely forget about it, or overlook it, or don't even think about it. And so when I do things like this, it kind of makes me stop and pay attention to them. Or like I notice things, I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't realize, but this group over here, they brought food and they didn't share. They didn't even tell that side. Oh, but you know what? They sit together every day in class. Hello. You haven't moved the seating assignments. Okay, move the seating assignments. You know what I mean? So there's things like that things like this make me stop and realize things that I need to be doing or I need to be paying attention to. So, and then I notice like the quiet people. Like, oh, y'all are quiet? Okay, we need to get you out of your shell. And oh, they're quiet every day. Okay, let's do something about that. And so, and you have it for years, right? Do something to where they build the camaraderie, the positive camaraderie, with everyone. And then I had a little speech with them as well as, hey, when you work in a salon, every relationship is like that and I've got to use this analogy, the cell phone, the brand new cell phone that you're unboxing, right? It's perfect and it's, smooth and there's no scratches or cracks or anything. And, every relationship is that way. An employer-employee, a parent-child, a teacher-student, a friend-friend, husband-wife, boyfriend-girlfriend, and every relationship is that way. Starts off perfect. And then through time, you might drop the phone on purpose or on accident. You might dent it, you might scratch it, you might break it, it might crack, it might not. You might really take good care of it and protect and put a cover and put a shield on it and everything and like really, really take good care of it, and like your phone is in pristine condition a year later because you cherish that relationship, you cherish that phone. Or you're like, whatever, you get bad, you drop it, you cry, it's cracked, it's like all like the glass is all shattered and you still use it, like cuts you, but whatever, you put up with it. So you either have that scratch, crack, messed up phone because it's been a long time since you've bought it. You've been in the relationship for a long time and it's got all that damage to it. You either put up with it because that's what you got, you put up with it, you can't get another one, or you just dump it and get you a new one. Same thing is for a relationship, right? This is the same concept. You put up with the person because you have to, or because you're just like, whatever, I'll put up with you. Or you just are so used to it that you'll just put up with it. Or you maybe just don't have the option of switching, right? You have to put up with it. Or you're just like, I'm done, I'm tired, what's next, what's new? Or you're like, oh, you know what, I like my old phone, I'm gonna go back to my old phone. Right, so that's in a relationship, it's the same thing. And so I tell the students, I said, well, I give the example of you and I are working together and then I steal your blow dryer or I steal your boyfriend or whatever, and then we hate each other, meet each other in the parking lot. We still work in the same place. Your beef needs to be your beef where your beef belongs, but it doesn't need to belong in the workplace. So whenever your employer asks you to do something together, and you have to put your differences aside to get the task done for the greater good. You don't have to love each other. You have to be just respectful. Don't say anything. Don't even look at each other. Don't sit or stand next to each other. But when it comes time to do something in a work area that needs to be done, put your differences aside, do what you got to do, get done, and then move on. And so we talked about those kinds of relationship stuff, and then in personally and in a work environment. And this is the first year, honestly, in my 12 years of being here on campus that I have not had not one. I have 2 students that don't see eye to eye, but I've not seen any, not even since last year. No. Okay, maybe last year a little bit, but I have not had this year nothing. They just, completely ignore each other, and I respect that. And I appreciate that because it makes the classroom environment totally different, And so they, first time in the 12 years I've been here for the district that I have not had any problems, any social issues between students. Not even my freshmen, not even my sophomores. Like, if they don't like each other, I don't know it. I just know of those 2. Both of them have told me and said, just please don't pair us up. And I said, okay, I won't, no problem. And that had been, since last year, but I had no issues whatsoever. And I am so proud of that. And I told them, and then they have to know, you as a teacher have to tell them, hey guys, I am proud of you. And they know that I'm strict and I'm nice and I'm kind, but I'm also strict. And they know when they ask me for something, I'm like, you know, they know what buttons to push and they know what buttons not to push. But as well as they know that I say what I say and I do what I do for their own good, they also know that, they also need to know that I appreciate them and that they're doing good. And so I have to give them the verbal positive reinforcement when they are doing good, so they can continue to do good, because it feels good when someone tells you you're doing good. And so as a teacher, that's definitely something that we have to pour into our students, and we got to love on them and tell them that, and acknowledge the good that they're doing as a whole. And don't just wait to Thanksgiving and Christmas and Valentine and end of school year. Like, do it not too often, but do it constantly, to where it's something that they're aware of. Yeah, our teacher is proud of us because we're good, and so let's continue to be good so she can continue to be proud of us. Okay, so that's just kind of what this whole Friendsgiving is about. You know, for the people that don't celebrate Thanksgiving, it's not about that. It's about coming together, being able to work together, team building, camaraderie, and the salon. Well, in the workforce, but here in our classroom. And so just wanted to share that with you guys. Today's Friday, so we have one more week before grades are due. For the 3 weeks before we are out for the Thanksgiving break. I'm so ready for the Thanksgiving break, you don't even know. And so anyway, super excited, cannot wait. And thank you guys so much for sticking with me all this time. I'm actually, except for maybe 3 weeks, I'm actually have been posting every day. One year I said I was going to, and I recorded it and everything, and I never did. But this year I did, and I was like, just let whatever happen, let it fall into place. And if it works, great, and if it doesn't, that's okay too. And I'm almost just about, except for this three, maybe 4 weeks total, but about 3 weeks, I've posted every day this semester. And maybe I haven't posted exactly every day because I forgot or deleted a week or whatever, but I have like almost recorded almost every single day. Maybe like 5 days I have not recorded, but I'm so proud of myself because I actually am pulling through it. So I guess it is a vlog, you know, like a video vlog. Anyway, all right, thank you so much for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are getting something from these videos. It's always nice to get all y'all's messages and feedback and things of the sort through social media. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not on Instagram, or if you are on Instagram and you don't follow me, you can find me as Cosmetology Instructor. Check me out. I post on the weekends. We'll see you guys. Take care. Bye.